So, I'm here to talk about my experience with hurricanes. Having grown up in a region that experienced them extremely often, there's something that every summer you know that you needed to be prepared for. I lived in North Stonington, Connecticut, and we were 20 minutes from the shore. Yeah, shoreline damage was worse for people, but if a hurricane made landfall, it did damage that we knew we'd be out of school for weeks. Everyone had a generator. Everyone. It didn't matter who you were, where you were from in the Northeast. You had a generator in case a hurricane took out the power lines. You always stocked up on food. The grocery stores actually made extra orders when we knew there was going to be a hurricane. So we wouldn't have empty shelves. There would always be food, but not too much because, if a grocery store loses power, they lose all their produce, all their frozen everything. But for little kids who are just, trying to grow up, when you become used to a natural disaster, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But to those who've never experienced it, they're like, oh my God, losing their mind about it. And then what is it now, like 10 years later for me? Here I am in northern Florida above the Gulf of Mexico, and now I have to prepare for a different kind of hurricane. Hurricanes are, they're essential for helping ecological processes move along, renewal of forests, things like that, but they also do a lot of anthropogenic damages. So here I am, I have to make sure that I have hurricane insurance, which is something growing up I didn't think I'd have to have. Oh, I'd be like, okay, so insurance, yay, I have to have all of it. Hurricanes really do change the way you look at things, just as any other natural disaster would. I have to make sure that I have a cellar that, water can't get into. I have to make sure that I've got insurance. I have to make sure I have a house that can withstand X amount of wind speeds, that can handle if we have a tree fall, do we have somewhere we can stay? There's a lot of things that you have to take into account when you're an adult that you don't have to do as a little kid, especially when it comes to hurricanes. Are my family members going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? Do we have enough food? Do we have a generator? Do we have somewhere to go in case we lose our home? Do we have enough savings? Are we going to be homeless because this storm's going to be worse than any other? It's difficult, but that's the experience I've had with hurricanes.